the former Senate Deputy Speaker, Professor Kithuri Kindiki, allowed himself to be embarrassed. But before we go into this, I want to thank each and everyone who has subscribed to this channel. And if you are not yet a subscriber, kindly take a second, subscribe to this channel, and you will get all notifications. Also, when we have a new video, you will be able to see this video and watch it. Now, back to our discussion. The best thing Professor Kithuri Kindiki could have done was to resign. When he saw this one coming, he was supposed to resign and not to allow himself to be paraded, to be dragged left, right, center, and then later be kicked out from the position of Deputy Speaker at the Senate. Resigning could have been also the best strategy from the side of the DP, because this one could have at least tried to hide some truth, because the DP and his team has been telling the Kenyans that they have numbers. But really, when Kindiki allowed this thing to go on, this one has exposed the Tangatanga team that really they were bragging to have numbers, but they don't have numbers. But since Tangatanga does not have the best brains to advise them, they only saw a chance for a Murkomen to go and make noise in Senate. This noise could not help anything. Murkomen could not do anything with his noise. It was just noise he was making in Senate. There was nothing really it was going to help. It was very embarrassing to see how Tangatanga could not even raise 22 senators only to save Professor Kithuri Kindiki position. Tangatanga only managed to bring 6 senators. Really, actually, 6 senators, meaning 5 were from Rift Valley, and the one Mithuka Linturi. And another one, it was Professor Kithuri Kindiki himself. So that was counting up to 7. This was very embarrassing. Now, maajabu hapa ni kwamba this process was just a lesson that the Tangatanga team need to learn. This is just a beginning of the end of political relationship between Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. There is a political lesson here also. This Tangatanga team need to learn. Uhuru is communicating here. When he kicked out the deputy speaker, he was telling them one thing: look here, I don't need you in my party. Uhuru has decided he don't need Tangatanga people in his Jubilee party. So the best thing for Tangatanga to do is to move with a quick speed, form another party, and start working on this party, even if they will be working underground, chini ya maji, as they wait just for the right time to come so that they get out of Jubilee. That is the only thing they have. It is the only option they have. Because Professor Kithuri Kindiki was the only remaining the Ruto's ally in the Jubilee government in a higher position after the Kipchumba and the Susan Kihika were kicked from their bigger positions in this Jubilee government. So there is a message here they have to take, whether they like or not. They have to form their party. Now, the Speaker of Senate, Senator Lusaka from Bungoma, I think he was a wise man. He was brave enough, because saizi ukiangalia now the professor, the security is going to be withdrawn. In fact, the security was withdrawn. The GOK cars have been withdrawn. He's no longer having, they have stripped him. The power has gone. So now he has remained an ordinary senator, as we had said in our previous video on this platform. He has been rendered just a normal senator, an ordinary senator like the other ones. But I can see here, the former governor for Bungoma was brave. He was keen enough to retain his position and the power. Lusaka, he was brave enough. So Tangatanga have a long way to go. Ruto and his team, they should have not even bragged of having numbers. I think Uhuru was studying these people very carefully when they were bragging of, we have numbers. I remember when they were making si uchawi ni maombi at the Senate, when they called a press conference the day some of the NASA leaders were saying that impeachment for Ruto is coming. They were just doing a terrible mistake. Uhuru was watching them, and Uhuru kicked a plan to deal with these people, and he has really dealt with them decisively. It gave him a chance to strategize on how he can deal with these nominated people. All nominated senators toed the line. Talk of Omanga and the team. They all vote in a day light against the wishes of Tangatanga. They vote yes to kick out the deputy speaker, and Murkomen just had nothing to do about it. So this is a lesson they have to learn. Tangatanga also have a lesson to learn to stop these issues of arrogance. These people, they were talking very arrogantly to NASA leaders and NASA elected leaders also. If they could have made friendship with this NASA, it could have been easy to negotiate with some of these senators in other parties, this NASA coalition, and some actually could have voted in favor of Kindiki. Even if Kindiki could have not been managed to retain his position, but at least they could have ganged some numbers to have, like, let's say 20. It could have been a good number. But 7, in fact 6, and then 1 vote for himself to make 7, very disgusting. The last lesson here Ruto also has to learn, in my view, is that he only have Mount Kenya leaders for a period of time. These leaders are here with a mission, and their mission is just 2 things. Number 1, to get these handouts from the deputy president. And the other simple reason is to spy only for President Uhuru Kenyatta. The right time will come and these people will go. Because we can see, we had some senators whom I thought they could be siding with Ruto. Someone like Kimani Wamatangi and others. But they voted in bright daylight against the wishes of Tangatanga. It shows he never got any senator from Mount Kenya to vote for him. So he should learn a political lesson here and think of getting the right people. So soon, these leaders from Mount Kenya, they will be told to face Mount Kenya, and they will have to. Soon they will be asked to face Gatundu. They will have to face Gatundu. And the deputy president will remain alone with his noisy voice from home. And now another thing is that also at the National Assembly, they should prepare these people in committees, the leaders of committees, Akina Kimani Ichung'wah, the Moses Kurias, they have to prepare. It is coming. Because now I know Uhuru, after learning of having these big numbers, he has now realized that he can move to Senate. I know he will be getting more appetite to go to Senate to deal also with them. So it is coming. He was just testing waters. It's coming to the National Assembly. He's going to deal with these people. Duale is 50-50. He might survive or not. But I'm sure the deputy speaker at the National Assembly, he might be kicked off. He will be kicked out. He will be out again. So we are waiting to see how things will unfold, the politics. But now there is a lesson here people have to learn and to deal with their situation. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, and bye-bye.